Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Bank of America Stadium, home to the Panthers here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. It's a reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no
Look,
gain.
you hell.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, makes the grab on the big throw. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
They go for vertical, and I love that play call. This is one of the best receivers in the country. This play's tailor-made for him. He does a great job with the route. He understands coverages, and he's got a great catch radius. What a good play call for this particular play.
The give to the back. And this one will be...
Brother, I didn't choose where you played, bro.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Blunt. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Dropping back, it's Blunt. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They want to run this quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Team able to sling him to the ground. this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Direct snap. Extending the play. Fires to the middle. Snags it. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
I ain't never seen a ball get deflected that motherfucking high in the air, nigga.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
His niggas is swatting everything, too.
Down for this offense. Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. The lone back's got it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Blunt. Fires to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
I need some momentum on offense. Damn, can the nigga get a first down?
Here's how things went down. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. They're working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Now adjusting. Escapes the pressure to his right. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Russ. There he goes. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he makes the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the toss to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This nigga running that same whack-ass play, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
Inside the pocket and plays breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down, he'll throw it. Still looking, on the move. Just threw that one way too far.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the move. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up the touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They go to the end around to start the drive. That will get them thinking. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Morrison. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Keeps it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They go to the ground. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job.
Running right in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. First play of the drive, it's the end around.
Man, fuck this nigga. Little ass nigga. Go to sleep.
Slow developing run plays are always a bad idea when you're down close to your own end zone, and that play had no chance of working. The defense was all over it, and that was an easy 2 points.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll leave it with him. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Dropping back, it's Blunt. Fires left. Got his man all by himself. himself. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to throw, it's Kane. Oh, they're after him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. Finds his man. It's Russ. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Bringing the heat. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll run it on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Back to pass. It's Blunt. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown time. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Leaves it with the running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw for it. He caught it. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Canes! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to throw. Can't find his man in the end zone. The two-point attempt is no good, and they'll try to hang on to this lead in the final seconds. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Blunt. And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in big formation. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback...
Quinn, I'm screaming, bro. First of all, I wasn't mentally prepared for this game at all, bro. I'm not locked in. I was been quoting all day and shit. This nigga done stalled me out. Now I see how y'all be saying I be doing y'all. Like, oh, running early, run at 8, run at 9, run at 11. Like, damn, nigga, make your fucking mind up. But what the fuck was that? If he doesn't pitch it, bro, what if his big hog molly breaks the fucking tackle? You feel me? He shouldn't have pitched it. He should have kept running. That shit was wild.
That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bro, he had no business pitching that. Like, not at all. Like, what's wrong with this man? Like, bro, he's tripping. You're nigga, you try to take that to the house, brother. It's a big man on big man. You feel me? I escape another one, man.